Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Family, what is going on? What is going down? This is Brother Hatim on the Daily Spark, and we want to give all the Umoja babies a round of applause because it is Umoja. Man, we are standing proudly on the day of Umoja during the week of Imani. Man, I'm giving it up for the Imani babies, by the way. Give it up for the Imani babies. Clap it up, because we're going to get some great lessons about the principle of Imani this week. I got to figure out how to compile. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to compile it, and then I'm going to send it out as an email to my email list over on Gumroad. Also, man, I want to thank, I had somebody buy me a coffee the other day, over on Buy Me a Coffee, you know, and it wasn't you, though. It wasn't you. How you gonna let somebody else buy me a coffee before you bought a coffee? Come on now. Hell, the coffee, you still could do it. It's still there. You can still buy me a coffee. I would appreciate it, but I'm just saying it wasn't you. How you gonna let somebody buy me a coffee before you do? That's crazy, right? Anyway, or become a candle lighter. Shouts out to my candle lighters out there. Shouts out. All right. I can't be waiting that whole. That anime be just she just be on her solo thing. But all right, so I want to make sure that you get the proverb. I want to make sure that you get the algorithm for the day. I also want to make sure I hit you with my my little haikus, and in the Telegram group. My goodness, family, listen. The Telegram group gets the notes or gets it ain't my write-up, it's my discussion before the show, right? And I really get to go in on that one. I'm liking that one. I want to keep the script for the show. So I'm gonna work on it. Y'all know I'm into subtraction, right? So I don't want to subtract the script, right? But anyway, I want to make sure that I get this to you. But those of you that really want to go do a little deeper dive with us on Nyame Journey, go ahead and please, if you would, join the Telegram group. All that is down in the description. Once you click that one link, because I got everything on one link, you click that link, we're going to exchange information. This means you're going to put your stuff in. Right? And then it'll take you straight over to mine. You'll be able to download all my information into your phone or onto your computer, and you have my number. If you want to have a private session with me, you got the Telegram. I'm also going to put up on there the Nguza Saba Challenge e-course. I'll put the e-course on there, and it'll be 90% off. Right? So I'm going to put it in there. So all you got to do is click the link, go to it. It's going to say $600 some odd dollars. Right? All you got to do is go through, and it will automatically take off 90%. And this is why. Because I could give it away, but I don't want to give it away because I don't want it just to be sitting on somebody's computer or in somebody's email. Because what happens is when I give it away, everybody that I gave it away to, everybody and this even in my tribe, even those in my tribe, when I gave it to them, they did not do it. Those people that paid for it, those people that put some money down on it, finished the whole damn thing. And we were able to have dynamic discussions, and we still have dynamic discussions up to this day. Right? Not and it's not that the people who didn't do it are not dedicated. It's that if you don't make a sacrifice, if you don't put skin in the game, oftentimes it's easy to forget because life be lifing all the time. There's no break from the lifing. You understand what I'm saying? And if you did not have to make a sacrifice for something, oftentimes you could put it on the back burner. But when you sit up there and you pay some money, right? You paid money for something. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna finish this. Because this e-course is not like the other ones. I'm not promising you the world. I am saying that you're gonna be able to change your life. And you're gonna be able to plug into a culture, and you're going to see the world differently after you get done. Right? And then I'm already formulating on the next steps. Because the next step can't necessarily be, I guess it could be an e-course, but I want to do something where I'm going to help people actually grasp and use the algorithms that we have, right? Because like I said, the algorithms are on a 70-day cycle, right? 70-day cycle, you know? But anyway, I guess I could have made it a 49-day cycle. Actually, I still can make it a 49-day cycle, but I'm going to keep it at 70. All right, let's get into the proverb. The proverb for the day is birds sing not because they have answers, but because they have songs. Birds sing not because they have answers, but because they have songs. Now, for some of you that are readers, that proverb is going to sound very familiar. They say it's just from Africa in general, right? And I'm going to say also, because I'm going to say this, either it flowed from here to there, or it flowed from there to here, but however it happened, Maya Angelou book, her very first book was called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sing. Well, I ain't going to say her very first book because I'm not an expert on Maya Angelou, but I know she has a book called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, right? Because the bird has a song. The bird, see, and I want you to get the key lesson in this. It's going to be in the script, but I got to, listen. Many of us think that it's possible for us to have all the answers before we start. Many of us think that we need a concise and fully threshed out plan before we can move forward. Family, sometimes we just have to sing. Sometimes we just have to use the sounds and the equipment that we have to move, because we don't have the answer, but we have the song, right? I want y'all to think about our ancestors who ran for freedom, right? They ran for freedom. They sung. They sung. They started singing. They didn't have the answers, but they had a song. You know what I'm saying? I want you to think about our ancestors that built some of these cities, that because they only talk about Tulsa, but we know that there were many, many more that was destroyed. And we even talk about the Highway Act. We didn't talk about how the expressway came through and destroyed a lot of our enclaves. Come on now. We didn't know how to build those, right? We didn't have an answer. We just had the song, right? Many of us are delaying our own progress, our own self-development, our own health, because we don't have the answer, but you got a song. Stop. I don't know what we be waiting for sometimes. What are you waiting for? You got a song, start to sing. You don't need the answer. The answer will come. And I'm going to cover that in some of my haikus. So now let me get off of that. Let's move to the haiku of the day. And the haiku today is, I recognize my brother's struggle as a data point in our collective growth. I recognize my brother's struggle as a data point in our collective growth. One more time. I need you to say it with emotion. I recognize my brother's and sister's struggle as a data point in our collective growth. Now, contrary to what we learn here, right? Contrary to what we learn here, our growth is not an individual thing. I don't think they heard me, Anime. Anime always coming through. Though she be singing a long time. She don't got the answers, but she got a song. Simba saying he don't have an answer, but he has a song as well, right? Come on now, get the message, right? I recognize my brothers and sisters' struggle as a data point in our collective growth. We grow as a collective. I'm working on me so that I can be a better me and affect those around me. In fact, I just ran into this yesterday. When I envision myself, right, solving a problem, not just in my life, but in my community's life, if I see the people that benefit from that in my vision, it helps it manifest faster. Even as an individual person operating inside my head, if I work as a collective, and I see myself as part of something larger than me, I become more effective. Even just in my mind. We are such a communal people. We are such a social people, and we are striving in this society to become individuals. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. We got families living on separate parts of town when they could all live together, pull their resources together, and operate in wealth. It's crazy. But I need my own, I need all my own space. I need a whole big ass house to myself. Kind of shit is that? What? I'm gonna be quiet. Right? Because the point is, family, we actually need to go back to family homes. Right? Family homes. I ain't just talking about this nuclear family, this new shit family. That's what we need to start calling it. Fuck nuclear. The new shit family. Right? Because we used to have groups of families living together. We used to have people coming up from the South, staying with us until they were able to get on their own feet, if they ever got on their feet. We had children living in a home until either they got married and got their own shit or never left. We have always had that. And for some reason now we think that we have evolved to a point to where we no longer need social. In fact, this is what's crazy to me, right? This is what's crazy to me. We strive to be strong individuals and show that we could get it ourselves. But then we digitally want to show it off to our collective followers and friends. I don't understand the shit is. Let me stop. Shots fired, goddamn. Shots fired. It's killing me. I'm sorry. I recognize my brother's struggle as a data point in our collective growth. If I am growing, I need to be making sure that the collective grows with me. When I grow, we grow. Sound familiar? The only way we grow is if what? That's right. In geology, the only way we grow here on the Daily Spark is if we grow. Right? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Let's get it. So I'm going to jump off of that. I'm going to jump into the haikus and then I'll get to the script. First haiku. I build not knowing, acting on idea from heart, doing it from love. Is that brother haiku? That brother haiku? Oh, somebody. Oh. Anime pulling the gun out. She dropping the pistol. Shots fired. Wow. I build not knowing, acting on idea from heart, doing it from love. Or should I put doing it with love? Yeah, that might sound better. I build not knowing, acting on idea from heart, doing it with love. Yeah, I'm changing that right now. All right. But yeah, you get the idea, right? So I build not knowing. When I started Nyame, I didn't know what the hell what was going to become. When I started going to cinema, I didn't know. Right? When we do our campus, we don't know. Right? When we planning the trip to go to the different states, we don't know. Build not knowing, acting on idea from heart. The idea is coming from the heart, right? The highest point of intelligence in our culture, the heart. I'm going to act on it, and I'm going to act on it from love. Don't have the answers, right? And let me stress this point, right? Many of us, the way we act, we don't realize that the not even the caution, because we should have caution, but the fear we move in these places of our employment, right? The space, the way we move in that way because of slavery. We had to be able to intuit what this madman wanted, what these mad men and women desired before they even knew they desired it. We had to be able to predict, right? And that translated into the workspace. We're supposed to be able to predict everything. And if it don't, we a massive failure. When we all know life be lifing. I mean, we do realize that life's, right? Is it just me? That life be life or no? Life be acting a goddamn fool. I'm like, damn, life is lifing. Life is lifing. But no. Many of us, we don't appreciate that shit. We feel that we should be responsible and carry the whole world on our shoulders because we don't have the answers. We don't have the answers, Brother Hatem. We don't have the answers. When we should have the answers. And I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't have the answers. You shouldn't have the answers. In many ways, there's no way really that you could have the answers. I'm up here experimenting on something while I'm talking. Huh? Boom. There you go. There we go. All right. Now, so y'all got it? I build not knowing, acting on idea from heart, doing it with love. Are you? Are you out there doing that? All right, let's move to the next one. I don't see failure. I see feedback for next move, leading to win. Right? I don't see failure. I see feedback for next move, leading to the win. Is that man haikuing? That man haikuing. Oh, shots out. Shots out. The shots ring out. I got it. I don't see failure. I see feedback for next move, leading to win. Many of us, we get in these situations where we think, oh, it didn't work the first time. No, dog, that's feedback. Step back. Relook at what you're doing. Ask life another question. Challenge life again. Right? If you can get up, you do it again. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this streaming thing for a very long time. And I'm still learning lessons. I'm still getting knocked down. I'm still getting frustrated. But I'm still doing it. Right? And it has changed and morphed into something that helps me, that heals me, and that acts as a blowhorn for the things that I do. Right? Anyway, I don't see failure. I see feedback for next move, leading to win. The only way I'm going to win is if I'm able to read that feedback. Now, this is why it's important to have a coach, because sometimes in the midst of things, you can't see what's going on. This is why you need to have wise counsel, right? Because the wise counsel usually are not in the fight that you're in, but they could look over your shoulder. They could look on the playing field, and they could help you make the adjustments that will help you win, or help you decide that this might not be the thing for you. This might not be the direction you need to flow in. Come on now, fam. Come on. Now, I talk about this more in the Players Pyramid. Man, oh my God. See, all this stuff. You just go to the Telegram. Last one, Song of Umoja, brings us together in now, which holds the power. Now, for all of our principles, in order to work, they don't work in the past. They don't work in the future. They work in the present moment. For you, they work now. They won't work tomorrow. They don't work yesterday. They work now. If you're not working with them now, it don't work. If you're waiting to work with them in the future, it don't work. They need to be worked right now. Your culture only works in the present. It don't work in the past. It don't work in the future. It works now. Many of us are living lives wanting to move in our culture, but we're waiting for some future event to happen in order for us to do it. Many of us right now want to wait to operate in success because we think it's going to come at some future point, but it's not coming in the future point. It's waiting for you right now. You need to start acting in it now. Man, listen. Song of Umoja. So now, if you look at the cover art for this show, this comes from the story that I call The Magic Birds. It's a story that I adapted for the school in the book 7 Sticks, but also it fits into the Nyame. Everything I do is connected. I've been living my life connecting everything I do. And as I get older, I'm starting to see the connections. Because at first when I was young, I thought, man, maybe I'm crazy. This shit shouldn't be this easy for me. No. I was right on point. I was right on time with everything. But anyway, it comes from the story called The Magic Birds. It's the story, I think it's the very first story, and it's the story of Umoja, the child Umoja. But anyway, and in the story, you have a plague of magic birds. And the only group that is able, I won't ruin the story, but the only group that's able to beat the magic birds are those that deal in the present. And you may be surprised who are the ones that deal in the present in the whole story. Beautiful story. I mean, I must say, I switched it up. I can't say that the original idea was mine, but I can say the shit that's in there is mine. Right? So, go and check it out. You get 7 Sticks, support me. Get 7 Sticks. It's on the author's page. You go to when you click and go into the description, it's down there just like everything else. Go and check it out. But anyway, let's get into the show notes. Let's get into the actual script. So here is the official haiku for the day. And this is one that comes, I remember this one. I love this one. Your love seeps through cracks of a broken heart, healing, making someone whole. I'm gonna step back and take a sip on that one. I love that haiku, boy. I remember I ain't gonna say I remember when I wrote that one, but when I hear that motherfucker right there, I know that's mine. Matter of fact, I remember one time Shamar was doing a project and he put this one up. And I read it. I said, man, that's my shit. He said, yeah, oh, so you can hear your stuff. I said, I know my stuff. So I want to say Habari Ghani. Hopefully somebody out there saying Umoja. Habari Ghani tried. That's right. I want to greet the warriors, the elders, and of course the nation builders standing strong on the front line of self-mastery, knowing that word is a misnomer because the self don't need to be mastered. But that's a story for another time. That's in Nyame lore, and also is a misnomer because when it comes to self and self mastery, it's about us growing together. Because the only way I grow is if what? That's right, if we grow. Today, according to the alignment of our sacred Nyame calendar, we step fully into the purple frequency of Umoja. Let's drop the illusion, right at the porch. We have been conditioned by a hyper-individualistic simulation to think we must constantly add on to ourselves. Remember, we don't do that here. Collecting more armor, more titles, and more validations before we are worthy to stand together. But the ancestral algorithm teaches us a completely different path. True Umoja is realized not by doing more, but through the path of Via Negativa, by what we choose to share. It requires us to cut the noise and scrape off the thick, heavy buildup of blame, shame, and guilt that keeps us isolated in our personal silos. As the historical records in the Seven Sticks narrative reminds us, separate and alone, we are as fragile as dry twigs, easily snapped by the winds of life. But when we bound together, our collective strength is magnified to an irresistible, unshakable force. Look at the cultural software of people. Long before we were forced into a matrix of competitive division, our ancestors operated in a rhythm of shared data and collective work. When we examine the principles inside the Player's Pyramid and the Warrior's Handbook for Life's Journey, we remember that our brother's struggle is never an isolated glitch. Under the law of Umoja, this trial is an essential data point for our collective evolution. When one cell in our body is in pain, the whole system must prioritize decoding the signal and fortifying the whole. Now remember the proverb from yesterday, right? When a cow bellows, it bellows for all the cows. All right, so let's not be fooled. Let me make sure you got that. The algorithm is, I recognize my brother's struggle as a data point in our collective growth. Now, we said it 3 times already, but anyway. To step firmly into this power, we must identify the precise buildup we need to scrape off today. We need to identify the precise buildup we need to scrape off today. We must shed the false narrative that tells us we are safe as long as our personal house is intact. That is a grand illusion designed to keep the nation fragmented. Remember the story of Chaco and the magic birds. There we go. The elders fell prey to the birds' song of the past, weeping over what was. The warriors and nation builders were entranced by the song of the future, dancing to the illusion of what might be. Both groups failed because they allowed distraction to pull them out of the present power of community action. You see the song of Umoja? You see why the title? It was the children operating strictly in the present moment who refused the noise, kept their focus, and cut down the tree of distraction. Warrior, check your mind-body connection right now. Breathe deep into your lower belly. This is all, y'all. Come on now, deep down. Breathe down, past or into that Kaumba spot, 2 fingers below your belly button, and feel the drum beat of the collective. Drop the weight of trying to survive in isolation. Move your mind away from the static division and step cleanly into the warm, unyielding flow of peace, power, and joy. And if I didn't tell you at the beginning, I'm telling you now, have a great Umoja. Get out there and seek out, use your reticular formation. Look it up, reticular formation, and seek out Umoja. And stop looking for the bullshit. Seek out your principles. Seek out your culture, right? Build a better life. This is Brother Tim. I want to thank you for taking the time. And my fault. Guess what? You are now listening to Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.